What's going on, ladies and scumbags? This is going to be a Shadow King Trials guide. I'm going to run through the whole thing here from start to finish, hopefully. I don't know how long that'll take and how long of a video this will end up being, but hopefully pretty quick. I did make a Shadow King Trials guide the last time this came around. I guess it was 2 months ago or something like that. So if this guide is feeling a bit too advanced for you in terms of the roster being used, the teams I'm using, maybe go back and check the other one, which would be my account, obviously 2 months ago when the teams were different. So the current reworks were not in place. Current teams were not out, in some cases. And things could be a little bit different. And maybe I was using more teams that might be more accessible to you if you're finding this one too advanced or something. But, and I might even refer back to that guide as I go through this thing again here, because I don't recall everything that I used. I'm doing it on difficulty 15, so max difficulty. Last time I didn't do it on max difficulty. I guess I was not able to. I did, I think, on D13, but this is going to be a difficulty 15 run. You can see my expected run score, 1.376 million, so just enough to hit all the milestones. I really want to get a 7 yellow Shadow King out of this, and then I'm going to spend as much snow globes as I can to get that dark, whatever the hell it's called, the void. What is it? The astral void energy to bring up his red stars. I'm only using 2 packs. These are just enough to get me over the edge to, again, guarantee that I get the milestones. And I don't think they're really going to make a difference. The Cosmic Crucible one will make a difference here, but I think it will help my team, or my teams, more than the enemy, hopefully, because I'm going to be using Illuminati. And then this one, Devour here, I think it got me like an extra 10 points or something to push me over the edge for the milestones. And it's kind of a nothing scourge. When a bio villain character defeats an enemy, they'll heal for just 10% of their max health. I don't plan on having many of my characters getting killed, so I don't think that's going to happen a lot, but I certainly plan on killing a lot of the enemies, so I should be healing a little bit from that. But all in all, I don't think it's going to do much. Alright, so I'm about ready to drop into the first node here, Mission 1. This is the unrestricted node, and what you want to do is use the unrestricted nodes to power up teams for later missions that are going to be for later nodes that are going to be much harder. For example, if you really struggle on the brawler node, you may want to bring in some of those brawlers that you're going to use on that node into the unrestricted node, get their turn meters all fully built up, and make sure that you end the battle with those turn meters fully filled up so that you can drop right into the difficult node and unleash those specials and ultimates and things right off the bat, and that can totally change the way the fight goes for you and get you kind of over the hump if you're really getting stuck on a certain node. And that might take a run or two for you to figure out where you're having that much trouble. But I'm just going to do what I did in my first Shadow King Trials, which I just sort of went back and looked at, which is just use Illuminati in this node. I'm going to need them for the next node coming up. And they're also going to just make short work of this mission number 1. And so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Because I don't think I particularly need to power up any teams, but it is a good tactic to use if you do need to power anyone up. I just don't think I'm in that boat for this particular trial. So I'm just going to go through with Illuminati. I think my lineup is good. Let's drop in. And, you just have to try to end the battle as sort of efficiently as you can, but don't just try to strike the right balance between getting through the node efficiently, but also ending with your turn meters in a good place. Right here, I'm just going to go through and put all those nice defense down and slows on everybody. And then right in the middle here, well, this will just hit. I think this just hits one person, so this doesn't really matter. I mean, I anticipate crushing this node so bad that hardly anything matters. And you can use, one thing to think about too is it's actually safer to use abilities if you're going to use them in the beginning of the match, because then you have enough time remaining to sort of fill the turn meter back up. Where you want to start to be really careful is toward the end of the node, Because if you use like your ultimate as your on like the last turn of the node and just use it to kill the last enemies, if you need that character again, you're going in with turn meter fully rewound, so like in the worst possible place. So I'll tend to use abilities in the beginning if I'm going to use them. Like I might even use Hank's ultimate here just because I just want to get through this node. And that might have been a mistake. Like his turn meter might not be in a great place for the next node. I don't know how if I'll have enough time to get that fully back up. It's sort of a long cooldown, but I probably will. And I think that I'm just gonna have enough leeway here just in terms of my overall power and how I'm going to be able to get through this that it probably won't matter. I'm even going to use Shuri's ultimate here. The blade and the oath that drop down here are pretty, like, they're kind of dangerous a little bit. I put a ton of bleeds out there, actually, so I might get through this faster than I thought. I guess I'll attack blade. Like, I'm probably just going to basic out of this node now. Let's hit blade again. Maybe I can get him low enough that he bleeds out before he takes a turn. It looks like I'm going to have to take a hit from Oath, which might do some damage. We'll see what it does. Oh, she was ability block, so she just did a basic, which like really didn't do anything. Blade, well, okay, he did bleed out. Oh, Moon Knight bled out. Wow. He had like he bled out of like full health. And now I'm just, like I said, basicing out. Hank's turn meter didn't look like it was in a good place there. Because I probably shouldn't have used his ultimate if like I anticipated having trouble later on. I would have wanted his turn meter to be in a better place, but I'm not super worried about it. All right, man, the first Illuminati node here, node 2, on difficulty 15 has proven to be very tough. So I'm going back in. This is probably my 6th or 7th attempt. And man, the last wave on this node has been really tough. Yeah, there's a superior 6. There's, in particular, it's a green goblin who just really will F you up in that last wave. So you need all your best abilities ready for him. You need your stun. I was able to stun him, but like I still just couldn't. There's Iron Patriots there too that are dangerous, and man, like it just the combination of all of them was really hard to deal with. You just need to control like everybody at once. It's just tough. I feel like something like the Shuri ultimate would be really good to unleash on that wave. So I'm gonna try that. This time I'm gonna try to make sure I have as many abilities ready as I possibly can when that happens. Alright, so one of the Cravens is probably gonna go. Slayer's gonna. Oh my god, he flipped a lot of stuff. That is not good for Dude, again, I targeted the wrong motherfucker. It's so hard to aim on this damn node. I was trying to hit Slayer. Let's do Slayer. So that overturned all those negatives on Britain, which was really important. Because I've been losing my Captain Britain. He's generally been the guy I've lost, and the reason I've had to quit out and restart multiple times. Of course, I don't want to lose anybody because Illuminati really is who you're going to want to have for the final node. In my experience, they work way better than Annihilators for that node. Again, I thought I was hitting Slayer, and I hit fucking Craven. Alright, well, I've got some nice buffs going on. I think I'll stun one of the Cravens. I can probably kill this Craven. Well, I can target this Craven and kill the other one. That was pretty good. I'll go in the middle here with Shuri now to hit maximum targets. I'm gonna kill leader relatively early, which I don't know. Maybe that'll be a good thing. That didn't happen to me in the other nodes, or I mean in my other attempts. So it just sort of played out that way this time, which I think might be good. I don't know. We'll see how it changes things. Maybe it won't change anything. I need Shuri to... Oh, she's getting dangerously low. Alright, it looks like I'm going to get several turns in a row. I don't want Slayer with offense up sticking around for too long. Kraven should bleed out. Slayer's going down. I don't want Lizard to do anything. But I'm not using anything but basics for a while. I think if I can get away with it. Shuri is really worrying me. Do I want to stun Red Hulk? Nah, I'm just gonna do this. This applies some nice effects here to get the defense up and the deflect. I am again simply going to basic with Shuri. The basic is really good. One of the best basics in the game, I think. Slow and defense down on the basic. And I think maybe bleed too or something. I don't remember. But her basic is really effective and can really set you up. I'll probably hit everybody here. Targeted at Red Hulk. Okay, that worked really good. I'm really happy with how that went. I gotta get... Okay, I got through Red Hulk. I was gonna say I need to get through him. I want to keep this wave alive for as long as I can. I think. And just build up turn meter, barrier, stuff like that. Okay, Shuri basic coming in. Okay, this is it. This is where it gets really, really, really hard. Barrier from Hank. Gonna take a goblin bomb here. Oof, okay. Guess let's hit Doc Ock, why not? Alright. Just want to chip away at Green Goblin, I guess. Alright, so I can get the stun. That's definitely good. His ultimate destroyed me last time, but these Iron Patriots are gonna go too, I think. And you don't want to deal with them either. Here it is, the ultimate from Shuri. This might change everything. Because I can ability block one of the Iron Patriots. If I do the middle ability, I can apply slow to everyone. I think I'm going with the ultimate though. I'm hoping it gets a kill actually with the 5 charges. Oh, I ability blocked 2 people. I don't know how I did it. That was absolutely key though. I'm telling you, there are like 6 attempts that you didn't see. This node was hard on difficulty 15, and my Illuminati are pretty damn high, except for Captain Britain, who's I think at 4 yellow, 4 red or something like that, or 4 yellow, 3 red. Aside from that, my other Illuminati are all like 2 diamonds, purple, purple ISO level 3. I got a big Illuminati. I had a lot of trouble there. I am so glad to be done with that node, man. So that was difficult. Consider using node 1 to charge them up like I did. Okay, global villain. What I did for this node is Orcus with APOC. And I think I sat Sentinel out and used Omega Sentinel. But I actually have a giant Sentinel now. I got a diamond on him. I got him up to 7 yellow and then even put a diamond on him recently. But yeah, I use APOC with Orcus and I sit one of the Orcus members, obviously, and usually it was Omega Sentinel in the last run. Although I don't think she's bad. She does a lot of good stuff too, but I like how Sentinel does the summons. And I've just gotten him way built up. He's like 800k, 850k now. With the diamond. Nimrod is amazing, and so is LDS. Scientist Supreme is good. With Orcus, of course. I don't remember this being too hard. We'll see. But man, I am just so glad to get through that damn Illuminati node. Let me know if you have trouble with that node as well. For me, I hated it. God, I'm glad that's over. So the Scientist Supreme Special or Ultimate here is great because APOC has immunity. And of course, if he didn't have that, the Scientist Supreme Ultimate would apply a bunch of debuffs to him. But here you kind of get away with it for free because he doesn't have that, which is great. I'm going to do the Nimrod, and I'm going to put one of the ability blocks onto Ghost Rider from the Nimrod special. Let's rewind these people. I'll start trying to kill the other Ghost Rider that's not ability blocked. This will hit primary and adjacents and bring in 2 summons for us. So that blew up that whole cluster of enemies over there. So that was great. I always do the APOC ultimate to get through Black Knight. It's my favorite way to get through Black Knight is to just one-shot him. Or basically one-shot him if I can with APOC. I got stuck behind a taunt there, which is annoying. I hope I can get to Black Knight before he heals back up. So it looks like I'll be able to, which is definitely cool. All right, in very good shape. All right, now next wave, probably ability. Well, I was gonna say ability block Starbrand, but he's got immunity. Let's just do it here on Captain America. I don't think it matters. I think this node is probably going to be so easy that it will not matter too much, but let's do that. Starbrand is probably the most dangerous person on the field, but he's not that dangerous. Let's just hit into defense down there, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'd like to put some debuffs on Iron Man. Definitely don't want to use anything other than basics here now. Just do this. Starbrand is dead. Let's now go after Iron Man, I guess. And this is a really easy node. As you can see here, and I remember in my other run these being really easy as well. So yeah, just Orcus and Apocalypse. I mean, it's the obvious choice. From Orcus, drop either Sentinel or Omega Sentinel to have space for Apocalypse, and that's all you got to do. These are not going to be the, sticking point for you in these trials. These are going to be probably the easiest nodes for everyone, I would imagine. So let's see what's up next. Let's also see what rewards we have now. So finally getting some of the Astral Force. Already have Shadow King past that level. Alright, so I'm going to try Mission 4 for the 3rd time now. What you didn't see is that I just used a SAC team on it to try to drain some of the abilities of Some of the Sentinels and Lady Deathstrike. I think Lady Deathstrike is all very close to dying. You can see I did a little dent in the health. Really, it was just about draining some abilities and trying to make things a little easier for myself. It has been actually pretty difficult. The team I take in is my Lady Deathstrike, so 1 mil there, 1 mil Thanos Endgame, Nightcrawler. Who else? Vol, and then Blade. I guess the layout I want is something like this. Thanos is really important. Blade's weak. Vol is pretty important too. I don't know, maybe I want it like this. Something like this should be good. Hopefully this will go pretty well. Thanos is really key to this working out optimally, because you want to use him to apply exposed on somebody, and then if you every time you hit into that exposed, you will generate 2 ability energy for your team randomly, which is good. So I hope this hits Lady Deathstrike. Okay, it didn't, but we'll kill her here, so that won't really matter. I think it's probably good to use the turn rewind from Blade on these 4 guys over there. I think this will give me defense up from Vol. Okay, so we have an exposed out on that Sentinel. I also want to put exposed probably on Omega Sentinel and stun. So I've got 2 exposed out, which should I should get 2 ability energy per exposed, I think. These ultimates from the Sentinels are really tough, though. They really hurt. So this will attack everybody. Okay, I think we're doing it's another Sentinel ultimate. You can't take too many of those. They really will mess you up. So I want to hit the Sentinel with exposed here. Well, I missed him, so I don't know if that counts. Okay, I do have the Vol ultimate. Do I want to use it here? I think I do, because yeah, so that didn't get any kills or anything, but it did generate a good amount of ability energy, which I actually like. I might be able to stun this Sentinel over here. Okay, that didn't work. This will hit primary and adjacents. Okay, so this. So that got me a good amount of ability energy. Let's double hit this Sentinel over in the corner. And so you can see that ability energy just flowing really freely now. Guess I want to go over here again. I think that Sentinel is either going to die or bleed out. I think. Not entirely sure, though. I also want to try to kill this Sentinel over here before he can do anything else. Okay. I actually think I don't want to use the middle ability from LDS right here. I think I can do what I need to do with the basic. At least I'm going to try it, because that's how hard this node is. You got to think about saving your abilities. I'm going with the Blade ultimate. This will rewind turn bar 25% by all of these people, which is really good. The Nimrods can really ruin your day. Okay, this should chain into Sentinel and kill him, I think. And I got the exposed. Okay, so now, do I want to get greedy and use the Vol ultimate? I kind of think I do, actually. Because I'll get some ability energy back. And it looks like one of them went to Vol. I want to kill Sentinel. I think this will kill him, so he's not going to do anything. Man, do I want to use the special of Lady Deathstrike? Or just the basic? So it looks like Blade, Lady Deathstrike, and that's probably it. We'll go first. I don't think they can kill him. I'm going to use this. I'm actually going to use that. And then Blade can rewind him by 10%. No, Vol. I'll just use the basic from Vol. Let's do this. So that's definitely enough. Okay, so he died. He just died outright. Now I can get a lot of nice energy coming out of this last Nimrod. And I'm just going to basic into him. See how he's popping out ability energy? That's the key to getting through these brawler nodes as easily as possible. Use Thanos Endgame to hit to put exposed. Nightcrawler does it too. I think Vol also applies an exposed. And then when you subsequently hit into those exposed, you'll get 2 ability energy. And that allowed me to pop off the Vol ultimate, I think, twice during that match, which really helped. So the brawler nodes, I think, might be the ones that require the most strategy there. And I think you should do what I was just talking about with the exposed mechanic. I think that's how you're going to get through them. So what I'm going to do here is use a SAC team. I don't know if this team is big enough to do it for me, but I'm going to show you what you use the SAC team for if they survive long enough. It's to absorb the permakills from Weaver and Kestrel. If you don't do it, they'll end up permakilling your panda pool, and you probably don't want that to happen, although it might not like ruin everything for you if you can just get it done with your Undying. So that's one of the permakills. And I guess, yeah, so that's absorbed. I think the Weaver, we're not going to be able to deal with it yet, but she did do her ultimate, which is good. So that's out of the way now, which is great. Now I'll take an Undying. Probably that layout. I don't have a big Undying. I just have a big old man Logan who's about probably over 800k. Other than that, they're not very well built at all. But they were enough to do it on D13. It could be a very different story here on 14. Luckily, also the second Merc node is much easier. Okay, he survived the first permakills. Oh shit, I forgot that she's taunting. Oh god. I mean, not taunting, but that she has her charges. God damn it. Okay, luckily that didn't chain to Weaver. Attack primary target. I probably screwed everything up. Heal self and all allies. I think I want to do this just for the buffs and everything. Okay, oh please, God, can I just have Old Man Logan go? Okay. Alright, so Old Man Logan's gonna go. It should hit. Let's just see how this is gonna set the tone for the rest of the match, whether I can possibly win this or if it's just a lost cause. Okay, so fuck it. So Weaver perma-killed him. I might just accept that and assume that I can beat the other node without him. Okay, so this is going to miss again. So Weaver has another charged. Now she's out of charge, so I can do... I think I want to do the ultimate. Yeah, so I want to do the ultimate. This should be really good here from Dokken. It's just not big enough is the thing. Okay, I can stun Weaver or I can stun Kestrel. I think I'll choose to stun Weaver. And you know what? If things really aren't going well, I might pump a little bit of resource into my mercs for money. Okay, so that worked at least. And you know what? I still have Dokken with like a revive once on him, which is not a bad thing to have. I guess I got to go after Vol because she could bring everyone back. Do I want to stun her? Nah, I don't want to hit that dude at all. I want to stun Moonstone for some reason. I feel like that might be good. What does this do? Attack the most injured enemy, blah, blah, blah. Okay. All right, so now I feel like I've got this totally under control. Probably. And I have Dokken and Deadpool and Old Man Logan, of course, to take into the next node. And that might be enough. You know, I have a pretty big Hela I could use as well, and I kind of remember that node being like an absolute joke. Like it really was quite easy. So I lost my Death Pool, who I don't care about at all. I would really like to have Panda Pool for the next node, but I'm not like super worried about not having him. I don't really like Death Pool sitting over there. Let's do this. This will like probably kill everyone or just about. I don't know who drops. I think there's like a Kang or something. Yeah, it's a Kang. He could be a problem, honestly. I really shouldn't. I should have left my stun for Kang. That was a problem. Okay, well now he doesn't have his ultimate. That'll kill him, but doesn't matter. Okay, these bots shouldn't be too bad to deal with. Ultron. Actually gonna do the special. I feel like I'll get the ability energy back for that so easily that like it's really not a big deal to use it. Now let's just hit Ultron. Okay. Okay. So Old Man Logan and Dokken are looking good coming out of this node. Deadpool is kind of dead, but it's okay because he'll revive. And there are no in the next node that you have to use mercs on, the mercs or undying node. I don't think there are any permakills that you have to worry about. So although that didn't look clean, I think it's actually okay. Now I may look stupid and eat those words later on, but we'll see. We'll find out soon enough. All right, 6-star Annihilator node is next. All right, what's up, everybody? I'm back. I just went through Node 6. Sorry there was no audio for it. Frankly, I did it so many times and it took me so many attempts. It probably was upwards of 20 that I just got sick and tired of voicing over that battle. Like, I just couldn't do it anymore. I had no idea if it was going to take me an additional 20 attempts to get through it, and I didn't want to just keep voicing it over. But the bottom line with it was that you got to control the Old Man Logan and the North Star. What I was able to do was put an ability block on Old Man Logan and then put a trauma on top of it, and that was the key thing, because he clears negative effects on his turn. So if you just ability block him and nothing else, it's not going to work. He'll just clear it, and then he'll do his special, and it's just all over, or his ultimate. So you can't let him do an ability. It's essentially, you either can't let him get a turn, or if he's going to get a turn, you've got to have him ability block so he just basics, and then you might be okay. So you've got to either not let him get a turn, or ability block, or stun, and put a taunt on top of that, and then you're okay. Also, he cannot be stunned if he's above 50% health, so it's not like Thanos' special can apply trauma and stun. Even though it says that in the kit, it won't work on Old Man Logan because his kit says that he cannot be stunned over 50% health. So it's really tough. I got lucky and Northstar just had like a slow on him and didn't take a turn for some reason. And I guess I was just able to kill him before he was able to do anything too devastating. But you also really want to try to not let him do his ultimate, because that can totally ruin the battle for you, even if it's going very well up until that point. If he gets his ultimate off, it's over. So Old Man Logan and Northstar cannot be allowed to do their abilities, really, is what it comes down to. So you got to have the right abilities left over for that part of the battle so you can deploy them at the exact right time. Even with all that in mind, like, I've known that for the past 15 attempts. Like, I knew what I was trying to do, but it just took that long to get the right RNG for me to actually be able to do it. Very tough node. Hope this helps. Again, sorry there's no audio over that part of the fight, but it was just too much. I couldn't keep going through it. But now I'm back with some renewed energy, having gotten over that major hump. And it's Global Villain. So these nodes are a cakewalk, really. And last time we used Orcus with APOC. So let's do that again. No reason not to, really. I'll put her on the end. Yeah, this should be it. I mean, this should be a cakewalk. And as I recall from the last trials, the second version of each sort of trait node was easier. Like, the second Global Villain was easier. The second brawler node, I think, is easier. The second of everything really was easier. So I think it's weird. It's sort of a front-loaded trials, in my opinion, except for node 10, which is a pain in the ass, but we'll get to that in a second. So I'm expecting this to be pretty easy. Again, you can use the Scientist Supreme ultimate there without any worry of putting debuffs onto APOC, because although he's obviously not an Orcus, he will have immunity. So you get away with it there, which is really nice. I'm just gonna actually basic here. I'm so not worried about this wave. Can I kill big time? Dodges. Come on. I should have ultimated. Flip. This will hit primary and adjacents. I'll do the ultimate. Bring in some reinforcements. Alright, let's special. Why not? Let's hit everybody. And this was just so easy. Just so easy. Said Morgan Le Fay. I think Agatha will bleed out. And I'm gonna get to hit her again anyway before she goes. Let's do this. Screw it. I'm overthinking it. And then Ant-Man just freaking dropped dead. I don't know what happened. Man, that was a cakewalk compared to Node 6, wasn't it? I wish they were all like that, or at least somewhere in between. Like that was too easy, but Node 6 was too hard. Like it's kind of nuts. Let's collect some rewards here. I should be doing well on Astral Force. I don't know. I'll have to check that. I don't know when Shadow King will be going up to a. Alright, about to start Mission 8, the second Brawler node. I did do one attempt already, and it was a little bit harder than I anticipated. Just in sort of an annoying sense. I could definitely beat it, but I got the feeling that it would benefit greatly from just bringing in like even like a really basic sack team. I feel like that'll go a long way. It's just the type of node that has some really early annoying abilities. And I just feel that if I get rid of them, that if I force people to get rid of them, it's going to help a lot. So let's bring in this sack team and see if I can set myself up a little better. Like there's a rogue taunt that I'd like to get out of the way if I can. And maybe the Dazzler ultimate. This team might not be strong enough though. Alright. Come on. Rogue has had full turn meter. Why is she like... Okay, so there she goes. So I got through that. Is it possible that Dazzler will also do her ultimate? Gambit's gonna go with like the special probably. Nah, it's not even gonna... We're not even gonna get there. Wow, so we got all the way to Dazzler. Because Scarlet Witch just survived with like death proofs. She was basically dead for like 3 turns, but just kept staying alive. That was actually a pretty good sack. It was not very smartly done. I just sort of threw in some people to take hits for me. But it might have been enough, actually. Because getting through the rogue taunt will allow us to go after Gambit much earlier and control him with like an offense down or a blind or a stun or something. I don't know if I have those in my kit. I kind of feel like I might somewhere. But you just don't want a fully powered Gambit constantly hitting you. So this might set me up better to avoid that. It's not going great so far. This will apply ability block. It'll give me defense up. It'll flip 2 positives to negatives. So that'll get me through Bishop. I guess I'm doing this. Alright. I'm suffering way more than I really thought I would. And Rogue taunted because I hurt Cyclops too much. Alright. Not good. Gambit's doing serious damage again still. The only person I need to survive this is Thanos, really. Realistically. I don't need any brawlers after this. Of those other people. But it's got to go reasonably well. Like, this is pretty bad. So I don't know. It's kind of turning around here, I guess. I feel like I might keep this. I did not think I'd be keeping this, but like it might work out. I'm gonna need to make sure Thanos' abilities are in a decent spot though, so I might need to start considering conserving some of his abilities. I will hit Colossus because I have to. There's nobody else really scary here. Pryor's already down. So yeah, you know what? It's like one of those things where letting sometimes, you know, if you don't need characters anymore, it's okay to let them die. Like there's just literally nowhere to use Blade after this. Unless I'm going nuts and forgetting something. Now, Thanos' abilities are not in optimal condition, but I think he's in good enough shape. We'll see. Obviously not perfect. He's probably at like 70% health, 80%. He's got his special, I know that. He's probably a turn away from his ultimate, though. Okay, the second Merc or Undying node. Second to last node. Let's see how this goes, because I did lose some Mercs. Put Panda in the middle this time, because he'll be reviving, and then yeah, Deadpool, and we'll have Hela with us. Oh, Panda's out. I forgot Panda was out. So Deadpool will be the only guy I can revive, and there's really no other choice but to bring Zombie Iron Man. Let's see how this does. I think this node was easier than the other one. Last time I did the trials, and so I think in this node now, you know, we're talking about difficulty 15 here, so things could be different, but you kind of just need an Old Man Logan, and if you've got that, you're gonna be okay. So obviously I'm gonna do the ultimate. I am gonna have to take Cloak's ultimate though, probably right after this, unless that's enough bleed. It's like 10, is it 12 bleeds? No, it looks like 14 bleeds. Holy crap. Okay. And this cannot be dodged, so this should kill him. Can start the attack here. Chain to 4 adjacents. I don't think he can survive all that bleed. This can be dodged. I could hit Dagger. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try it. Okay, we stunned him. Perfect. Excellent. Right, Dakin, it's not looking too good. This will be a really nice spread here from Hela. A lot of bleeds going on now. All right, it's ability block Nova. And then, I don't know, we'll stun Dagger, I guess. Maybe I should have just kept that stun for later. Actually, Old Man Logan gets his turn meter back so fast that it probably didn't matter. Or gets his ability energy back. I'm going to leave Groot there and just focus on Nova. Actually, maybe I'll do this over here. I love Dakin. I love Dakin. I don't have mine powered up very high, but I still love him. Alright, tear through everybody with the ultimate again. Seems like a good idea. And you can see I came in here with a pretty wrecked Works for Money. But I'm still doing fine on difficulty 15, so that says a lot, I think. And attack the most injured enemy. I guess that's Nova. This hits everybody, right? This is actually a really nice attack to have coming in right now. Hit everybody everyone's super defense down. Let's just go right here, I guess. Now, there might be a couple enemies dropping here that are problematic. I can't remember who's about to drop. So I'm gonna be conservative with my attacks, just to be like extra safe. Everybody here is gonna bleed out the next time they try to move. Forget who drops. Okay, so it's a moon dragon. I guess I have to worry about moon dragon a little bit. Kinda. Can't flip anything, which is unfortunate. No reason to conserve energy now. This is the last node where any of these people can be used. And she's going to go down before she does anything, I'm pretty sure. And then we'll have an Adam Warlock to deal with. And that's not exactly intimidating. So, there you go. I can say unequivocally, the second Mercs node is way easier than the first. Way easier. And we're just finishing up Adam Warlock, which is taking an annoyingly long time, but that's just how he is. Down he goes, and it's on to the final node, which I'm kind of nervous about. Because the final node, well, first of all, we're going to see if I've screwed myself with my Annihilators setup. Let's collect this stuff just for fun. Oh, holy shit, we got him. I think, oh no, we didn't get him. What happened? What are you doing? Why did that happen? All right, here we are at the final node, and I'm taking in my Illuminati because that's the much better team for handling Odin, in my experience, and in most people's experience, I think. Really, the name of the game here is you cannot let Odin take a turn. Let me just drop in and show you what I'm talking about. It's going to be a super easy node up until the very end, because the last enemy to drop is an Odin. And the way Odin's kit works is you really just can't let him get a turn even. Because if he gets one, then he starts doing his basic ability every time you take a turn in just stealing your health and melting you. Like, he literally just melts you. And so you just can't let it happen. He can't get a turn. So you need to try to get a defense down on him and then just do your highest offense attacks after that. It's a pretty straightforward method, actually. I like to try to get the defense down from Shuri, using Shuri's basic. Actually a really easy way to get an offense down on him. A slow from Shuri could also be good, but I usually go for her basic, which applies a defense down, and then you can get a ton of assists and you can get a bunch of hits in on Odin before he takes a single turn, which is kind of key. But up till that point, like, it's really quite an easy node. Like, it's kind of hard to screw it up, honestly. It's sometimes, I guess, good to kill Valkyrie first before other Asgardians, just because she can buff them up when she dies. So it wasn't good that I let Lady Thor get a turn there. That was actually a bad thing. But I've really not been trying very hard at all here. So just go here with Captain Britain. I think Ked Loki will bleed out. Alright, got Beta Ray here. We'll stun him just so he doesn't screw me over in some weird way. Black Bolt's highest damage attack is his special for 600%. The ultimate does 500 and this one does 400. So keep special around to do more damage to Odin when that time comes. I'm going to do basic here on Vol. Vol is the person I focus on first in her wave. If you do let things get out of hand, of course, she can revive everybody, so don't let it get to that point, but it's pretty easy to prevent it from getting to that point because, like I said, it's just not a difficult node at all up until Odin drops. So now we got Hela. Okay, Odin might come now, actually. Nope, not quite yet. Okay, there's Odin. So nothing else matters except killing Odin. So you just go for max damage on Odin, which is middle ability first. We got the defense down from someone's follow-up. I don't even think that was Shuri's actual attack. I think she just did an assist. If you stun him, he gives himself offense up and speed up, I believe. It's definitely offense up, and I think it's speed up. So I want to avoid that, actually, and just hit him. So the assist from Shuri was essential there. It put slow and defense down on him. This will apply ability block. It won't apply slow, though. It only applies slow, actually, to adjacents. I'm going to go for the special. And he's got a vulnerable, so we're getting a ton of follow-up attacks. We're getting striker follow-ups and assists. So this is going pretty well. Mr. Fantastic's highest damage is going to come from his ultimate, so I'm going to do that. Next up will be the ultimate from Black Bolt. Another basic from Britain. Oh man, and I'm doing okay, but not excellent. Now, the Shuri ultimate. She's got 4 charges, so this ultimate's going to hit really hard. This is going to make or break this attack. Yeah, pretty much that's the name of the game here. If this works, I think I'm going to win the node. If it doesn't, I think Odin's going to... Oh, there we go. We got him. So keeping that Shuri ultimate for the end is a very key thing. Shuri is really the hero of the node. That's how you're going to kill Odin, because she's going to put slow and defense down on him. And then she's going to do her ultimate. After you've hit him a couple times already, you do your ultimate. You do your ultimate from Shuri basically on the last time you think she's going to be able to hit him before he takes a turn. And usually for me, it has been the killing blow, as it was right there. But you got to have your ISOs set up so you get a vulnerable on Odin as well. That helps a ton. Get a slow on him, and then just go hard at him. Pick the highest offense attacks. Don't try to do things like stun him or anything stupid. Just go for maximum offense and take him down before he gets a turn. That's the only way. You'll see what I mean if you haven't played the node yet. Once you play it, you'll see if he gets a turn, it's over. If he gets a turn, it's all over. So you just got to go heavy offense, and Illuminati is usually better for that. And we got all the milestones, 1.4 million. Let's collect the rewards and see where we're at. Cool, high score, 1.404 million. Claim my rewards. Yes, Shadow King is all the way up. Perfect. Again, what did I have? I had these last two. The Cosmic Crucible one and this other one, Devour, which kind of does nothing. That's how I beat it. I'm sure there's other mod setups you could do, but don't do anything harder than you need to. There's no leaderboard, so just do enough points to get all the milestones or to get as high as you can, and don't make it any harder for yourself than you have to. This was not easy on difficulty 15. That's my overall takeaway. It wasn't extremely difficult. It was really sort of easy for like 8 out of the 10 nodes, or I would say 7 out of the 10. 2 out of the 10 were extremely difficult, and then the last node is like pretty difficult, but not overwhelmingly so once you know the strategy. But there you go. That's my guide for Shadow King, difficulty 15. Of course, if you have a smaller roster, bump down the difficulty, do the best thing you can with the roster you've got, the highest difficulty you can with the roster you've got. A lot of these teams should work for you, but if you are struggling to follow this guide, you can check out my other guide, which was done on difficulty 13 like 6 weeks ago when the first trials came around, so that might be a little bit more geared towards players if this one seems like just kind of unrealistic for you. Anyway, that's it. That's my guide. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked it. Like and subscribe if you did, and I'll see you next time, or something like that. And I want to make sure I've got some ammunition for this green goblin here. If there's some way I can just stun that dude or something, or ability block him, I think that's really gonna be... Oh no, I can't lose Britain. Fucking fuck. Good. I need Britain to survive. Britain has got to survive. He's got barrier, which is good. Oh boy. Oh my, who died? Pym. Fucking Pym is down.